My name is Justine, and the purpose of my speech today is to persuade people to learn American Sign Language. Imagine you wake up one day and no longer have the ability to hear. What would you do? How would you communicate with the people around you? ASL, or American Sign Language, is the language used by the deaf and hard of hearing, in which they sign words and phrases with their hands. Since they cannot hear, this is their primary source of communication. Without being able to communicate via sign language, their interactions with the rest of the population is limited. I've personally had encounters with people who are deaf, and it was very frustrating not being able to have a full conversation. I can only imagine how excluded they must feel, not being able to make a connection with a large majority of people. Also, hearing loss is one of the biggest factors of aging, and most people have a loved one who has experienced hearing loss. I have several loved ones who are hard of hearing, such as my dad, both my grandfathers, my stepdad, and my mom. Many people will have a loved one at some point in their life that is hard of hearing. I have noticed that a lot of people who are hard of hearing are supposed to wear hearing aids, but forget to put them in or choose not to wear them. Sign language is not only a resourceful skill to learn so that you can include people that are hard of hearing or deaf into conversations, but it also enhances brain functions. The problem is that not many hearing people know ASL, and this closes off a lot of opportunities for deaf people. This problem is harmful for people in the hearing impaired community because they are often excluded because of the barrier between verbal communication and nonverbal communication. As Human Rights Watch states, sign language is not simply a means of communication. It's crucial for securing basic rights, and it's part of belonging to a community. This problem occurs due to the lack of teaching sign language. Approximately 70 million people are deaf, but not enough people are educated in sign language. If more people learn sign language, we would be able to increase inclusion of the ASL community. Imagine how rewarding it would be to know you are making a positive impact in others' lives. More people should care about getting involved in sign language because not only is there a large population of people who are born deaf, but hearing loss is one of the biggest results of aging. American Family Physician says that hearing loss affects approximately 1/3 of adults 61 years of age and older. We could easily close the gap between hearing and non-hearing communities if the teaching of sign language was common. More people should learn ASL in school, online, or through classes. Support for the deaf community should be brought to more people's attention. We could fix these problems by implementing sign language into the school curriculum, specifically at a young age. If it is not offered in public schools, you can take classes at community colleges, join social clubs that teach sign, or use online apps and programs to learn ASL. Children in particular pick up sign language easier. The e-learning industry says that this is because so many of the signs are commonplace gestures. Although it takes a lot of time and practice to learn signs, it is actually one of the easiest languages to learn. Sign language has also been proven to help cognitive development. Hand Talk says that the use of sign language requires the use of multiple senses, including vision, touch, and proprioception, which can stimulate cognitive development. Think of a time that you felt left out. Did someone see you feeling excluded? And did they make an effort to ensure that you were included? If that has ever happened to you, then you understand the gratitude that you felt towards the person that included you. Unfortunately, people in the hearing impaired community face this exclusion on a daily basis. However, if more people were to learn sign language, we could be the ones to ensure that they feel included. Now that you know, sign language is not only a resourceful skill to learn so that you can include people who are hard of hearing or deaf into conversation, but it also enhances brain function. Not enough people know sign language, but we can take steps to change this by teaching sign in school or learning online. Give learning ASL a chance and be a positive influence in a deaf person's life. One small act of compassion can make an exponential change in someone's life. Just imagine how connected the world could be if we all took a step to better understand each other. Thank you.